Hey, we're live. What's up, everybody? It's me, PCSRA Blue Hedgehog 26. Hopefully, everybody's doing alright because you know I'm doing by myself. So today is PCSRA Weekly for July 31st. Not July 31st. That's 2 weeks from now. July 17th, 2017. Hopefully, everybody's doing alright. Like I said, because you know what? I am kind of tired right now. As you guys can tell from the title of this or if you guys can tell, I'm streaming this video at 2 in the morning. Now, you're like, what kind of an idiotic move the Blue Hedgehog, referring to me, would be doing streaming this weekly show at 2 o'clock in the morning? Well, my excuse is that I have a game I'm going to be recording at 1:30 Central Time later today. So by the time you get this video, you'll be like, well, that's a good excuse why. So yeah. Anyway, today on the PCS Weekly, we're going to recap not Daytona. Okay, this is what happens when you go brain dead and... Stay tight, thank you. I don't know what I just did. Please forgive me if you're seeing me do this. So, yeah. Well, I need to lower the volume, but I'll come to that in just a few moments. If my dumb charger wants to cooperate. There we go. Anyway, today's episode of PCSRA Weekly, we're going to recap the weekend that is the boring race of New Hampshire, the I'm going to go to Netflix. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate. I just got home, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, so please bear with me. Okay, let me lower the volume so I don't get a copyright strike. So, first of all, before I start, I do want to apologize for the inconvenience as far as the copyright strike went. It was so foolish of me in that category, so I'm sorry for all of that. So anyway, we're going to recap the boring New Hampshire race, the controversy F1 race at Silverstone, more on that later, and the I'm trying to think what else I need to recap that was recap something else, but we'll come to that in a few moments. So yeah, let's start this Monday's weekly show by recapping the New Hampshire weekend. So, to me, it was kind of one of those races that I was like, bleh. I didn't want to watch, but thankfully, New Hampshire, and I was criticizing New Hampshire last year on my Facebook that they should have put safer barriers on the outside wall on the front stretch, same with the inside wall. Well, I'm happy to report they did that because of a Cannon East race. So yeah. So basically all I know is that all the tracks in NASCAR have put safer barriers around the entire racetrack with the possible exception of Indianapolis, because they still have concrete walls everywhere. I wonder if they're going to start putting safer barriers around the entire racetrack after what they saw with Sebastian Bourdais' Indy 500 wreck. That's my opinion. That's probably what I'm thinking is going to happen, because like I said, all the NASCAR tracks have safer barriers with the exception of Eldora, because Eldora is a dirt track and there's no way in Goodnight's country they're going to be putting safer barriers. That would be kind of dumb if they put safer barriers on a dirt track. That's my opinion. We have opinions, so I think with the fact that, so yeah, it was kind of a meh race and all that. In the end, Crybaby Bush, which is Kyle Busch, won the Xfinity race. And he said that when he gets to 100 wins, he's done. In my opinion, 89 wins in Xfinity doesn't make a freaking difference when you don't have 100 wins in Cup. That's what I'm saying. I mean, your 89 wins don't mean crap, if you ask me. It means 89 trophies of, I should have just given it to the regulars. Thank you, good night. So, that's my issue on that ordeal. So, but who would have thought Ryan Preece would finish second? He should have won that race, in my opinion. I mean, I know last week on the podcast I hated, I didn't pick Ryan Preece for anything, and I know Michael DeVeo was mad at me, but the fact of the matter is, that was kind of dumb on my part. Just saying. So, anyway, then the Cup race. The Cup race was worse than the Xfinity race. Let me tell you something. Let's see. When you only have 2 stage yellows and then a few spins and only 1 wreck, and the rest of the race went, yeah, tell me about it. But at the end of all, JGR swept New Hampshire. But it was not Kyle Busch. It was Denny Hamlin who swept, who did the JGR sweep and the Cup sweep at New Hampshire, by the way. I forgot to mention that. So, am I kind of surprised about that? Absolutely not. Because, I think it was pretty dumb in my opinion. I mean, Stage 3 was like freaking 151 laps of nothing but a yawn. So yeah, that's why there was not a lot of fans. I also noticed, if you guys didn't notice during the race, parts of Turn 3, there was no grandstands. It's gone and replaced with a deal, which I'm kind of disappointed they did that. So, but then again, you don't fill your races up and you take grandstands out and it makes it worse. That's my saying. So, can't imagine if Indianapolis is going to do the same thing. That's my opinion. So, yeah. With that being said, we're going to take our first commercial break. And on the other side of the break, I'll give you my opinions on the top news. So, we'll be right back, everybody.